going. Let's go. Awesome. Hope you're all having a great time. I know I am.
Yeah.
Let's keep those hands a-clapping as this next comedian comes up to the stage. Micah Walsh, everybody.
Did anyone notice that no one was clapping when Ian said, keep those hands clapping? I don't know, that was the thing that stuck out in my head. All right, no one else was distracted by the silence that greeted me when I was walking up here? No, it's okay, I drove a ways to get here also. No big deal, I'll meet you in the middle. What am I doing, just being an ass off the top? Keep it going for your host, huh? That's the reason. Oh, I'm sorry, was that too much to ask? Holy shit. Keep it going for the idea that we're gonna be alive tomorrow. People are like, I put my hands together for that. All right, well, this guy liked it. I'll be aiming at you for the rest of the set. Jokes, right? I'm having a weird week, man. The other day, I thought I shit my pants. I know, hilarious. I'm incontinent. I thought I shit my pants. Luckily, it turns out they weren't my pants. So, it wasn't even that big a deal, you know? I just got out of the hot tub and took them off and ran into the woods, all right? You guys are gonna be the one that I have to work on, right? I'm gonna physically tickle you by the end of this set, just to elicit some sort of noise. It doesn't even have to be laughter, I just need noise for me to sleep tonight. I'm like, yeah, I changed something. All right, interesting. Anyway, so I used to live in New York City until March of 2020 when the pandemic happened. Jury's still out on that, that's a joke. But what's not a joke is that I moved away from New York immediately. I left, like I pretty much Irish goodbye'd my landlord. You guys know the Irish goodbye? That's what I did. I just stopped paying rent and I stopped answering his calls. And then I blew up his car because he's Protestant. Give him the old shamrock send-off, you know what I mean? I like to shit on the Irish, but I'm allowed to because I actually am an alcoholic, so it's sort of diplomatic immunity. Interesting. How's everybody holding up on those New Year's resolutions, huh? Just because it's December, you guys gave up? You guys need to do what this guy's doing, okay? The rest of you, we got a leader over here. Yeah, but I'm trying to better myself, you know, still, even though it's not January. Like I'm down to half a pack a day, but laughing at that, it's progress. I'm down to half a pack a day, but pretty soon I'm gonna quit giving children cigarettes altogether. Baby steps, you know, like they used to take. I feel like some of you guys think I'm being literal right now, and I am. Okay? It's an expensive habit. You know how much cigarettes are? Starting me on. Interesting. Does anybody else remember the rest of my jokes? Dating, that's this one. Hey, it's seamless. Here, let me get this out of here with you. I wish I could turn my brain off. Anyway, yeah, next joke. Oh yeah, you know how dudes nowadays a lot of dudes will like use feminism to get laid. They're like, hey, I'm one of the good ones. Touch my dick. Maybe not here, but that's how they do it in New York, you know? You gotta be a wolf in sheep's feminism. I don't know what I'm saying here. But I thought that there was a new technique, right? Being like, I'm a good guy. Then I come to find out that my grandpa fought in a literal war for some group called, get this, the Allies. Like, you have to call yourself the Allies. Are you really the Allies? Are you just trying to get your dick wet, Grandpa? He's talking about Omaha Beach. I'm like, there's no beaches in Nebraska. All right, listen. You guys were already bailing on that before I stumbled over my own words. And I'm gonna chalk it up to the fact that you guys are all World War II veterans. And I'm sorry for that, I know. Too soon, right? Too World War II soon, I don't know. Sometimes I write jokes. All right, well, I got political and you guys backed off, so I'm doubling down. You guys remember George W. Bush? Yeah, it's an old joke. Sometimes you gotta rotate the classics in. Remember when George W. Bush was like a guy that we didn't like? He was like a war criminal, and now he's just like a dude that makes shitty paintings? We're like, yeah, that's George. I call that the reverse Hitler, okay? Some of you are students of history, the rest of you just don't like me, and that's it's okay. Pick a side. Don't worry, I'm not just the big city liberal shitting on the right. I can attack the left too. I'm versatile. Do you guys remember Hunter Biden? Do you think Joe does? Because he has dementia. I know, right? But seriously, folks, doesn't Hunter Biden kind of imply the existence of Gatherer Biden? That one was just for me. Thank you. I broke my wrist writing that joke, so it's good to know it wasn't for naught. That's not true. I broke my wrist like 6 weeks ago on the set of a TV show. I was an extra. I'm not someone famous, but I was. I know. I'm Donnie Wahlberg. This is the big reveal. No, but I broke my fucking arm on the set of a TV show that Donnie Wahlberg was on. That's not just a. I don't know what's happening right now. Anyway, I broke my wrist. Turns out when you break your wrist on the set of a TV show, the EMTs, when they show up in the ambulance, they're more concerned with celebrity sightings than they are with my trauma. Because I was in the ambulance and they were like, how is the pain on a scale of 1 to 10? Is that Donnie Wahlberg? I was like, they're like, is he the older brother or the younger? I was like, could you take my vitals, please? They were like, what episode are you guys filming? I was like, it's the one where I broke my wrist and we need to go to the hospital. It's kind of a last minute script change. I know that it was really broken because one of the EMTs looked at my wrist and he said, and I quote, bruh. I was like, I know, right? You have so much more medical school than me. We both came to the same diagnosis. It's like a super bruh moment. But yeah, I broke it. Maybe permanently, but it doesn't matter. I got some jokes out of it. No, but I was being a little emo kid complaining to my friend down in the dumps. He was like, hey man, find the silver lining. There's got to be something positive. I was like, well, on the plus side, I can't tie a noose with only one hand. That was a joke. I'm sure I could tie a noose with one hand. Where there's a will, I should write one. Yeah, man. I got fucking surgery. You guys ever had surgery? Why would I ask a rhetorical question right now? I heard how you guys are at clapping. You guys ever clap before? Your heads just explode. I had surgery. If you have surgery, they'll tell you the night before you're not supposed to drink any liquids after midnight. And it turns out there's a reason for that. But I thought, I can get around this. I don't want to be dehydrated. I'm a straight white man. Why would the rules apply to me? So so this was seriously my plan. I was like, I can't drink after midnight. No problem. I'll just drink like a gallon of water at 11:30. You know, before the midnight cutoff. Like I'm some sort of fucking Cinderella surgery gremlin. And it sounded like a good idea on paper. In reality, I ended up pissing my pants. I ended up pissing my hospital gown on the operating room table. Any guys ever done that? Of course you have. Thank you. I complained about nobody answering rhetorical questions, and now I regret that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been dragging these broken arm jokes around for a couple weeks. After the show the other day, this guy was like, oh, it's too bad. You know, you can't do those jokes when you're all healed up. I was like, yeah, that is too bad. I wish this was a more permanent injury. You know? Surely these 3 jokes are going to be worth wiping my ass with my non-dominant hand for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Thank you. A handshake is as good as a laugh. As long as I changed your life in a way that I can measure with my eyes. Fucking A. Alright, so So yeah, if anyone wants to help me open a pickle jar later. Seriously. All right, enough of that junk. Anyway, so I moved back to New York. I'm in Brooklyn now. And I live in a super hip fucking hipster neighborhood. It's like Portland with black people. It's super trendy, man. I went into a coffee shop. They had a big sign that just says, "We don't have Wi-Fi. Talk to each other like it's 1995." I was like, that's so cool. I went up to a table. I was like, can you believe they killed Selena? Anybody want to play some Pogs? Hope nobody bombs the Olympics next year. Well, are you apologizing to me for my joke? As if you're sorry that everybody else didn't laugh at that shit. I appreciate that. They're the ones that should be apologizing. That shit's tried and true, bro. What the fuck? Did you guys just all black out for 1995? Is that the problem? You're like, who's Selena? I was doing a lot of Quaaludes at that time. Well, that's cool. Usually it's me apologizing to the audience. The tables have turned. Yeah, I got more jokes and I got the light sooner than I was. I wish I could turn off the inner monologue, you know what I'm saying, bro? I love this dude, he's on board. Alright. Yeah. That would be cool if your life could spiral into control. Huh? Wouldn't that be a nice directional change? Like, well, I was huffing paint in the employee break room, per usual. Now I run the company? What? Even I didn't see that coming. I really hit top floor. Stop, sit rock bottom. All of my jokes have footnotes. For better or worse. I don't think I'm gonna hit top floor anytime soon, man. I actually recently I hit a new low for me. I hit a new low personally. I jerked off 3 times in one day. Yeah, that's the lowest number of times I've ever done in a single day. So it's actually kind of you're just sitting this joke out entirely, right? You're like, I don't like the content. The form doesn't matter. Like, well, the next one he might get me. I also don't like Hunter Biden. You guys in therapy? Wow, that was not supposed to be a punchline. Therapy. What do I look gay? Sorry, adjusting to my environment. No, I'm kidding. I'm not in therapy either, and I laugh at people when they tell me that they are in therapy also. But despite that, I'm a big advocate of therapy because I feel like everybody else in my life needs it. A little Freudian slip. I want to stab everyone in my life. Everyone in my blade. I mean. But for real though, people in my life lately have just been like dumping their trauma on me without my consent, just conversationally. We'll be talking about movies or some shit, and they're like, "Micah, you have kind eyes. Can you keep a secret?" I'm like, fucking what? I'm talking about Fast and the Furious. And then they just tell me the worst thing that's ever happened to them in their life, and I'm just like, yeah, cool. You should give me money to hold that in my head, right? I'm gonna send you an invoice. Because what is therapy if not just renting storage space for your problems in somebody else's head? And that's more of a good point than a joke, but it's what I wrote, so. Jesus. I gotta leave here pretty soon. How is that what you laugh at? I'm like jerking off, they're like, I'm like, I'm on a time budget here. They're like, what? They timed this? All right, I got it. All right, who else are the remaining holdouts? That's okay. You don't have to like me. I don't even like me. I'm working on it. Shit. Yo, what do I have on time? Like 2 minutes? I know you let me. 2 minutes?
Sure.
Thank you. That was not a rhetorical question, and he answered. So that's for the next time I'm up here. I don't know, man. I got this. So anyway, despite everything you heard, I do have this fucking girlfriend, right? And I didn't need to say fucking, but I think swearing makes me look cooler. She's so disposable. I love her so much. No, but seriously, I have a girlfriend. That's not just a joke premise. She's super beautiful. She's smart. She's Italian, and I mean, she's like actually Italian, not like from New Jersey and says the N-word Italian. She is from Milan and she says the N-word. I'm like, what you guys do? But I love her to death, man. I call her the old meatball and chain. You guys can use that one on your Italian girlfriends. They love it. But Italy, man, Italy's like super not woke. All like these jokes would fly over there. They're like, I went to Italy. They're like, we have 400 pastas and 2 genders. So I was like, what? Very specific. I was literally just getting off the plane. All right, whatever. I still like me. Yeah, man, this is my big dismount, so just act like it's super funny. And if it's not, you fucking learn how to act. Work on your thespian skills. Take it out, actually. Oh, I like it better that way. This is the dismount. You guys ready for it? Did you know that Robert F. Kennedy Jr., nobody thought I was going to start a sentence like that. Mostly because my jokes are written for the perspective of 40 years ago. Gotta turn the commentary off. I got it. I'm so close to the end. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., not only is he still alive, he's like a super vocal anti-vaxxer. Did you know this? But like, I get it, because like his dad and his uncle both died from shots. And so it's like, yeah, I know, too soon again, right? I'm sorry, I forgot this is the octogenarian group. Hey, my name's Micah Walsh, I'm done. Goodbye.
Yeah, Micah!
Keep it going! All right, are you ready for your final comedian of the evening? Please keep it going for Dennis Brown!